Further down now, we're still at Walter Bouldin Dam. We're just further down from the dam itself. And of course, I can't help myself from picking different things up. I really am here to show people the terrain. And I've done a couple of little things down here, but I've never actually done a video to where I walked around and showed how beautiful this place is. And this is, like I'd said before, from that meteor hitting and turning this into this. And on the other side of those trees across the way there is a solid wall, just like this, but standing straight up. Those trees started growing when I was a teenager, and now they have completely blocked the parts that we like to see. You can see the marble that's formed inside of this, or quartz, and the way it's just twisted is just amazing. The power it took. They said this didn't supposed to be here, that this should be a mile or more underground, and yet here it is. And that's what got them investigating and trying to figure out how this happened. And they realized that a meteor had hit, if not more than one. That's quartz. It's everywhere. See how it's in here in that twisted rock. It's just so nice to me. I have been fishing here all my life. The memories of my brother coming over them rocks are so vivid that I can actually see him. That's why I avoided this place for so long. I just can see the fishing poles, the tackle boxes, the smile on his face, catching them fish. We were self-taught, unless me and my big mouth. I'd always find me an older fella and just tell him, we don't know how to do this. Will you show us how? And you will be surprised how good that works. A lot of times, guys, for some reason, we don't like to ask directions or admit to somebody that we don't know what we're doing. And it works out so much better when you actually know what's going on. In just a little bit, I'm going to go back where we started and show you the schist. Beautiful silver flake. I guess I've heard it called mica, and then I've heard it called something else. I'm still learning, as you know. I'm going to try not to say that as much as I used to. I believe people are intelligent enough to figure out that the terminology is still being taught. It's a good thing. A lot of animals come and drink out of these little natural water holes. You can actually see fish in them, because when they open that up, all this is underwater. That's why they got them danger signs everywhere. But people that are from around here know the sound of it. And I believe now they've actually got sirens. Now that's new. Somehow that broke off from somewhere and slid down here. Probably from that water flowing so hard. You can see where that water's hitting some iron. This might not look steep, but let me tell you what, It is a steep, dangerous hill. And I remember being young and running over this, leaping like a mountain goat. See the waves in that rock? It's just unbelievable. And the natural bonsai from having to grow in this, or choosing to, I don't know if they have a choice or not. I know them jokers don't quit. I really love this place. Before I started rock hounding, I wouldn't have been able to come in here. I wouldn't have been able to walk out of sight of my vehicle. So that's one of the gifts I've been given just by this new path I'm taking. And of course, the people that I've met, absolutely good people. I have been invited to so many places, and they're going to be so shocked when I show up. I'll give them notice, of course. Well, found where that rock came from, all the way over here, and made it. There's a piece there, a piece there, and that large piece is way down there. Catch my breath. There's a natural split. That is the beginning of the breakdown. You can see the culprits. A few little weeds can move that big old rock. Split it and have it gone. In their time, it'd be a blink of an eye. I'm a big old plant person, but I won't go through all this stuff and everything you can eat. It is something good to know when you need it, and you never know when you're going to need some of that kind of knowledge to help yourself or to help somebody else. I'm just totally amazed that I can actually walk through here. Now here's some memories right here. This big old natural pool. There's somebody been trying to bust a rock open for whatever reason. There ain't much in here. Anything in these rocks, you can find back there on the ground, because it's been eroded by the water and dumped right behind us. I wouldn't go swimming here. This is the Coosa River, because like I said earlier, there are alligators in here. Well, no, people didn't believe that until they actually took pictures of them. But what better place for an alligator to be than a dead end with fish as big as a man in it, feeding on shad that are running these currents, because that shad cannot live without that heavy current flowing that oxygen through them. So they'll run these banks, and that makes the striped bass and other fish chase them, and then that alligator just be real still till one of them gets a little bit too close. See them berries? Those are leverite berries. Leave her right there. Don't eat none of them. This right here was the most amazing thing that me and my little brother had ever seen when we were kids, and our mother brought us down here to play. This was our own little swimming pool, and people will catch fish they don't want to keep, like a drum or a gar, and they'll throw them in here. Well, that's even more amazing. And with me being an animal rescue guy, of course I had to find a way to save it and clean out the trash. I don't know if you can see the fish in there, but they blend in real good with the bottom. And it don't look as deep as it is. But I'd say with me, it might be waist high. But this was me and my brother's most favorite place. You can see the formation there in that rock. Looks like a limb sticking out of that big part there. Man, I sure don't need to fall. But I will survive. See that one part there that's different. And the movement in it, like a wave. That's just all natural wildflowers, which I've always been fascinated with them too. I'd be hauling seeds home and have our yard full of weeds, screaming not to cut my flowers down. Had to get old enough to go out and buy what was socially accepted and learn how to take care of my yard. They are just some beautiful, beautiful plants, every one of them. Because what I realized over the years is our weeds are actually other people's plants they actually go to Walmart and buy and pay good money for them. I was in Los Angeles, went into a plant store. I used to sell plants there and noticed they had 5-gallon pots of honeysuckle. And I'm telling you, that is the most invasive weed we got down here, is honeysuckle. It will eat your fence line up and you cannot get rid of it. The same with that butterfly bush that's real popular now, the yellow and the one that changes different colors. Man, you plant one of them in your yard, you are in trouble, because that joker is going to come up everywhere. Every seed it makes, yeah, the butterflies like it. Don't forget they're pollinating it. And it's going to spread like nothing else. You don't even have to water it. And it will just grow. There's a turtle shell. I know some people that would love to have that. You can see an old wound. See that old wound there in that turtle? Now you tell me that's not an alligator bite. It was long enough ago to where he got to heal. Somehow, I believe somebody probably caught him on a pole. And they hate turtles too. Don't know why. They keep everything clean. And that joker healed from that bite. So that there's proof that the alligators are here. Because there's nothing else that can bite through a turtle shell. I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit. I'm in 14 minutes. And I've been told that I'm a little long-winded, which, like I said before, I don't care. Speed it up. It's beautiful. If you like seeing beauty, let it run. If you don't like the sound of my voice, turn down the volume. I don't like the sound of my voice, so I don't blame you. It's strange how you can listen to yourself and you have no idea what you sound like until you hear yourself on an answering machine. It's like, good Lord, you don't realize who you really are or what you sound like or look like. Ain't nothing like somebody taking a picture of you and you just absolutely hate it to the point to where you can snatch that phone away and you begging them, please don't post that. Please, please, please. And it's you. I ain't wanting to talk. I just feel like I'm doing this to show people what I've seen, not me. You can look me up and find out what I look like if you want to. It's not hard. I'm not ashamed. See the twist and turn in these rocks? Look what I just came through. Look how beautiful that is. I think the natural of it all is just unbelievable. I've always been just completely fascinated with this. And it's weird, when it's in your backyard, you don't realize what you have. I seen somebody else from another country here making a video. And I was like, oh my God, I've been going there all my life. And I'm sitting here wondering about how am I gonna make a video or what am I gonna make a video of? And I actually watched his video and enjoyed it. Got some people up here fishing. I don't want to invade on their privacy. So I'm gonna try my best to avoid them. And I might be out of a little bit of breath because I just walked double speed all the way back there from that mouth. Let me catch my breath. Get some of my water. Yeah, I say water with a D. I've been corrected on that so many times. I hear them correcting me when it comes out of my mouth. But it's natural. So, that's just what it is. There's some water lilies growing. We don't have to buy stuff like that. You can get lily pads and all that stuff people buy for them little ponds they put outside grow wild down here. Okay, we're back. The sun's about to zap me. I needed this though. I need to get out of the house. Sometimes you gotta push yourself. I know I do. I'll sit there and think about it, and the night before I think, oh, well, that hit the ground. Are we still going? Whew. I'll have to check that out later. I didn't hit my knee. These hiking shoes are not what they were sold as. Not supposed to be that slick. That's glass. Whew. Dog. I ain't skin up. That's good. That was pure shoe slipping. I went and paid over $100 for these shoes. They waterproof, gripping. I don't know. Maybe I can edit that out. If I can, I will. If I can't, you gonna see it. This is a place I really wanted to show people. That hill over there is full of schist. You can see it all on the ground. And the erosion has taken all the garnets out. And once you get on them, they're just everywhere. You can find the little ones, but it's those big ones everybody's looking for. And people will tell you, those things ain't no good. You can't do nothing with them. They won't take a shine. Well, I put one on a stick and I run it through, and I'm here to tell you it does take a shine. And it's quite beautiful. And that it's natural to my area makes it even more so. I'll show more on that later. But they are everywhere. And a lot of times they have crystal on the end of them. Big old crystal. When you find the larger ones. There's a little bee down there doing his dance. Something. Here's that bleeding quartz. Hope y'all can see that. I just don't know. That spooked me. Hitting around like that. But at least I'm all right. And I'm not lying. I am all right, or I'd have stopped right then and went home. Now, I might be hurting tomorrow. That's to be seen. But right now, there's no blood. See, when you're looking for these garnets, you find a place that kind of reminds you of what they would do to pan for gold. I like that. You want somewhere like this, where the water's coming off and the heavy stuff settles. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Try not to get my shadow in it. But you move this around a little bit, you start finding it, along with the spiders. Guess I should have looked before I started digging. I found a beautiful gem down here last time I was here. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna send it to somebody I trust to look at it for me. It is quite beautiful. It's not that big. You can see these garnets, but I know they got them big as a marble in here. I guess I should have. I don't like to premeditate. I don't like to come down and look and find stuff and fix it and put it where it is or turn my camera off. I like to do it like if we were walking around and I was showing you something. That is one with crystal on it, but I've got a much bigger than that. There's a piece with two garnets in it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. Let me get situated. Can't even see my hand. Get the sunlight. Oh, well. Hope y'all seen that. Fell down, knocked the snot out of me. Need to get me a drink of water. I think I see a big one. See, you can see that's crystals in there. That schist always fools you by sparkling, but then if you look closer, look at there, it's opalized. You can see red and green and gold. And inside that, I'm definitely keeping that one. And I spotted something over here before I moved. There. There's another crystal in that one. I swear I wish I could figure out how y'all know exactly where that joker is. There's a big one. You see, that's a big garnet. Kind of big. There's a lot bigger ones. I'll keep that one. I've got so many, I kind of feel bad about keeping them because you need to kind of work what you got. There's one of them crystals that forms inside this schist, and it's usually got a big old garnet on top of it. I think I'm gonna walk across this street here, road,